Dr. Ahmad Ibrahim Lawal, the chairman of the press, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Good morning, and may peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you all. Firstly, I am highly delighted for giving us the opportunity to be part and parcel of this public hearing, which is a form of stakeholder engagement in order to come up with a very important document that will be useful for our country in a form of a law. This is highly commendable to the 9th National Assembly. The first bill to be discussed here on the Nigerian Postal Service, Mr. President did not bless it in the last assembly due to some observations that arise because there was not enough public engagement. Even the ministry was not involved in the process. So with this public hearing organized by the National Assembly, it is a clear indication that all stakeholders are given the opportunity to go through the document, come up with recommendations and observations that will make the document very productive. This is indeed highly commendable to the leadership of the National Assembly. Secondly, I am going to make few comments on some areas, and I will allow these two CEOs of the relevant parastatals under the ministry, that is the Postmaster General of the Federation, Dr. Ismail Adewushi, and the Executive Vice Chairman of NCC, Professor Omar Garba Dambata, to speak more extensively on specific issues that we already discussed with them. When it comes to Nigerian Postal Service, the Chairman Senate Committee on the Communications has made my work very easy because he has reviewed the current position of NIPOST, the infrastructure of NIPOST offices, and many more. However, what is more commendable in this bill, and the bill is very dear to us, is the fact that the bill plans to unbundle NIPOST by making a regulation to be an independent of the operation. This is the global best practice. A regulator is not supposed to be the operator because the regulator could compromise. If a regulator is a player in the same market that he is regulating, there is a high probability that personal interest may not allow the regulator to regulate the sector effectively. So what is most important in this bill, as far as I'm concerned, is the fact that the regulator is going to be an independent body, and that regulator is not an operator, and that will make the regulator to be very objective in regulation. And I think this is highly commendable to the National Assembly. Furthermore, looking at the infrastructure of NIPOST and the challenges being confronted by NIPOST as well, Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, has earlier directed us to come up with some policies that will make NIPOST more effective. And these policies are part of our recommendation to be included in the bill so that it becomes a law automatically. That is, the operator should have some companies under it. Like number one, we can have Property and Development Company. NIPOST has over 300 infrastructure in the country, over 3,000. So there is need for a company or a body that will bring together all the properties, develop them, and make them useful. Two, Transport and Logistic Company, which will be shouldered with the responsibility of transportation and other logistic activities. And thirdly, there is going to be a NIPOST microfinance bank, as is being found in other nations like France and China. So these are some of the recommendations we feel the bill will make reference to them so that they will become part and parcel of the law. On the second one, that is nationwide toll-free emergency number, this is also a very important bill that we think will make our emergency communication centers in the country very effective. Looking at the challenges we have in the country with regards to security, throughout last year, we spent the whole year trying to activate our emergency communication centers all over the country. Our plan is to have a minimum of one emergency communication center in each state, and that will be in collaboration with other stakeholders that will use it, like police, fire service, and many more. So far, 23 are operational. And we do hope before the end of this year, 9 more are going to be operational. So we are going to have a minimum of 32 centers operational within this year, and we plan that the remaining will be completed in the first quarter of 2022. So by implication, in each and every state in the Federation, we do hope that by the first quarter of 2022, we have one active emergency communication center that will coordinate all the activities of that state. This is another aspect that we plead with the National Assembly to consider including the emergency communication centers in the bill, because the structures are already there. Which going through the bill, no reference has been made to the centers, and I think this is a very important one to be added. And secondly, there are a few minor observations of typos, just editorial work. In some places in the bill, we will discover it's Nigeria Communications Commission. In some places, National Communications Commission. The actual name is Nigerian Communications Commission, Nigerian with N. So this is a minor one. And thirdly, we feel the bill should expand more to make it more of a bot. However, we have a slight discussion with NCC on it. NCC proposed having Nigerian toll-free emergency communications agency, while the ministry feels it is better to make it a bot, and that bot can be chaired by the executive vice chairman of NCC, because if we make it another agency, it will look more difficult to manage, looking at the challenges of revenue generation and many more, and government is working day in, day out to reduce the number of unnecessary agencies that are duplicating their responsibility. So we propose that it should be a board, and that board can be chaired by the executive vice chairman of NCC, and there should be some members in the board like Nigerian Police Force, Fire Service, Health, Ministry of Health, NCDC, Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. All of them should be represented in the bill, including Department of Security Services. So we propose that there should be a board, and that board can be chaired by NCC since it is their own major responsibility. The representative of the sponsor of the bill, that is Senator Amosu here, based on what we have read in the proposed or in the bill, the Emergency Communication Center proposed, I think EVC is 191. 191 in the bill. And, but what we feel, since we already have 112 in place, and we have reached a advanced stage of bringing all other government institutions to use it, including the NCDC, so we hope that this respected chamber will look into the possibility of harmonizing all the number under 112 that is in existence. But, however, the representative mentioned 112, while in the document is 191. So I think there is need for the two to be harmonized. And in the process of harmonization, we will appreciate if priority will be given to 112 that has been in existence, and it is with most of the federal government institutions and other private institutions working with it. I think these are the few observations we have for now, and we do hope that even after this public hearing, with the kind permission of the leadership, we will be able to summarize and submit as well in writing. And once again, thank you very much for the opportunity to be part and parcel of this public hearing as part of stakeholder engagement. And we pray to the Almighty to make the process very successful, and may the Almighty bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister, Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami. While he was talking